the big question today. The 12-beat soleá type compass, the compass that we use por soleá, por alegría, por soleá, por bulería, even por bulería, where does it start? On 1 or on 12? This is a never-ending debate between guitarists, dancers, percussionists, palmeros, and as always, there is no simple answer and simple explanation. But beyond agree, disagree, who's right, who's wrong, this is above all a great opportunity to better understand, practice, and feel this compass. Hi, this is Guillermo Guillen for FlamencoMAPS. Whether you dance flamenco, you sing, you play guitar, you play palmas, you play cajon, or you just love flamenco and compass, welcome to my channel. When learning the soleá type compass, the one that we use for so many palos like soleá, bulería por soleá, all the cantinas like alegría or bulería, we are often taught that despite all logic, it starts on 12 and not on 1. And we usually learn a palmas pattern that starts on 12 like this one, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all por bulería, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, but always emphasizing the 12 as the first beat of the compass. If your logical mind kicked in, you've probably asked yourself or someone, why? Why do we start on 12 if it's not the first beat? Or if 12 is actually the first beat, why do we say 12 and not 1? And why don't we change that? Wouldn't this make things much simpler? Just changing the numbers and starting from an accent called 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is very confusing, right? You might think that it's just a convention, like something everyone agrees on, or maybe it is subjective and everyone can do what they want. We just have to accept it without questioning it. But you know me, right? I love questioning the things. You can follow the rules and convention and keep practicing blindly, hoping that with time it will all make sense. Maybe it will eventually, but that's such a waste of time and energy. The point of view may differ depending on various factors, like when, because compasses, rhythmic feels, and soniquete evolve over time. Or who, is it a dancer, a guitarist, or a percussionist who is speaking? Or also the tempo, is it a slow soleá para baile, or is it a bulería? But across all the possible declinations of this compass, there are objective musical elements that actually explain many things. Questioning the logic behind such a counterintuitive convention is both interesting and important. It's interesting because things aren't made randomly. It's confusing, yes, but there are reasons for that. And it's extremely important because how you feel and express rhythm and music changes completely based on how you understand and practice it. Don't misinterpret me here. I'm not saying that there is just one way. You can perfectly live your entire life understanding and feeling the 12 as the first beat of the compass and be an excellent musician or dancer. But there are also a lot of people who struggle to internalize this compass. And there are so many dancers who start on 12 steps that are supposed to start on 1. Most of the time it's because they don't really understand how the compass works, so they struggle to feel it and do what they have to do in rhythm. There is, of course, another endless debate that comes up even before this one. Should we count or not? Can't we just do everything by ear, just feel the rhythm? Sure, why not? If you were born into a flamenco environment, you probably don't need to count. But does that mean that it's true for everyone? That it's not useful to count? That no one should ever count? Not at all. Numbers and counting are just tools. They help understand, and understanding helps practice better, which in turn helps feel better and execute better. Feeling and counting aren't mutually exclusive. They are like two legs to run with. So why decide to run with just one leg when you can use both? And you run faster. Another question. A rhythmic cycle is just that, a cycle. Like a loop or a wheel, like the representation of the compass with the flamenco clock that shows us the cycle as an infinite circle. And where is the beginning of a wheel? So what difference does it really make whether a compass starts on 1, on 12, on 7 or on 39, as long as the wheel keeps spinning? But the tension and resolution areas of the compass, because everything in music is about tension resolution. The way we feel the cycle, the way we create, we phrase, we place and articulate rhythmic elements in the compass. All this depends on the structure of the sequence, where it starts, where it ends, and how things happen in between. In most music genres, especially in Western music and academic notation, the standard starting point for any rhythmic cycle is beat 1, which is typically emphasized with a strong beat. We call this a downbeat. While the emphasis can vary, as I explained here about the 4-beat compass, for most people, dancers, musicians and listeners, it's much easier and it feels much more natural to start any rhythm from a downbeat. The way this soleá type compass is usually explained and taught is like this: 12 beats, 5 accents, each accent on the last beat of each Lego, on 3, 6, 8, 10, 12. And you see the problem here. There is no accent on 1. It's not a downbeat. That's the reason why for so many people this is very disturbing. So what can we do? Easy. We can look for the closest accent we can find, in this case the 12, because the 3 is kind of far away, and establish the 12 as the beginning of the compass. And this is what we do when we play palmas starting on 12. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or these very common variations that doesn't even mark the beat 1 at all, but the contra, the off beat after 1. 12, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. So we can use the same sequence of Lego blocks, but putting the accent now on the first beat of each Lego. Pa, 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 pa. From this point of view, this compass is just the common horizontal Hemiola that alternates sequences of 3 beats and 2 beats. And this is what we find in so many music pieces or songs all over the world.
Everyone there will have moved here.
So problem solved, right? This compass is a Hemiola, not quite. This trick might work sometimes, but it still doesn't answer the question, why do we call this first accent 12 and not 1?